So you've heard about this thing called print on demand, but you have no idea what it is and if it's even worth it? I'm going to be sharing with you guys today exactly what print on demand is and why I think it's so awesome and why you guys should start doing it too. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Lauren. In today's video, I am sharing with you guys just exactly what print on demand actually is and whether or not I think that you guys should give it a try. So many of you guys have commented on my previous videos asking for more clarification on what print on demand is and how it works, and I finally want to share it with you guys. So let's not waste our time. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. So let's first start off with what exactly is print on demand. Print on demand, or POD as some people call it, is simply taking your online graphic and you are putting it onto an item that is connected to whatever store you sell at. And then when someone purchases it, your print on demand provider actually makes the item and ships it for you. Yeah, I know. Sounds great, right? And maybe a little too good to be true. But let's get into some more details. So first off, you have to, of course, make a design. This does need to be a design that is copyright free or that you can use to sell. You cannot just pick a design that you saw on Google and then put it on a shirt. Doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So you're going to pick your design, you're going to log on to whatever website or company that you use for your print on demand. My two favorites are Printify and Printful. They're the ones I use for my shop. You're gonna pick your item you wanna put your design on, and you're gonna sync that up to whatever store that you wanna sell these items on. I actually have an entire print on demand course where I go into super deep detail about different places you can sell, different print providers you can use, tutorials for setting all of this up, syncing it to your shop, how it works step by step. I'm gonna link that up here for you guys if you wanna go and check it out, as well as down below. Once you have your design on your item, then it is synced to your shop wherever you are selling. Well, whenever someone purchases that item, your print provider takes the shirt, the socks, or whatever you're printing your design on, they make it for you. They're the ones who house all the inventory, all the colors, all of the sizes, all of the machinery and staff to be able to make your item. They make the item and then they actually ship it for you. And they actually ship it in a very generic, like simple shipping. It's like a white bag. Things are very just neat, no crazy branding on it or anything like that. It's just very simple. So yeah, it is that simple. I mean, if you can come up with the designs, I personally think that print on demand is an amazing way to go. But let's start talking a little bit about what you need to know before opening up your actual print on demand shop. First thing is first, no, do not believe the lies. It is not a saturated market. There are still a lot of people out there that don't know about print on demand and how amazing it is. I have so many friends and family members that I have told about this and they're always shocked about it. And I hope that some of you guys are watching this going, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I've got to start doing this soon, because it's so much fun and it is such a great way to make passive income. Two, it's not a gimmick. I know it might sound a little gimmicky, but I promise you it is not. The way it works is that they charge you a price for the product and the time that they are taking to actually make it and ship it. So can you still make a profit? Yes, we'll get to that point later on, so stick around for that part. Number three, what you need to know is there is going to be a learning curve. As with anything new or any new endeavor, business type of side hustle, whatever you want to call it, there's going to be a learning curve. You're not going to know how to do everything right away at the start, and that is okay. That's why I'm here, to help you guys figure out this journey, to help you get through it, and to help you have a successful business. And fourth, I want you guys to find a platform that you love to sell on. So I have an entire list of this on my actual course, but just my top two that you might want to consider would be like Etsy or Amazon. And there are a ton more out there that I will eventually share with you guys. But like I said, I have an entire list of tons of options where you can sell your print on demand items, and they all have these little sync up integrations with the print on demand providers, so you're not having to manually do anything. So let's talk about the pros of doing print on demand, because there are a ton, and it's one of the reasons why I absolutely love it. Number one, it is an amazing source of passive income. Yes, you do have some upfront work of creating the designs and obviously building your brand, but when someone orders your item, you could literally be in your sleep. I am so honest with you guys. I literally wake up like every morning to an order from my Etsy shop where people have been buying my items overnight. I am not making them. I am not having to worry about shipping them. I am not worrying about storing the inventory or buying a bunch of it up front. So many businesses lose money because they buy too much inventory or they don't have enough inventory in stock. This takes care of all of that. And that's my second point. You do not have to store your inventory. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of things up front to make your items. It literally costs you the 20 cents to list on Etsy, or if you have other fees related to where you're uploading, to put your items out there. You don't have to go and spend hundreds and thousands of dollars making new products daily. And you're literally only spending time making the designs. That's what's so cool. That's why I love print on demand. They make it so easy. They take all of the hard work out of it. They allow you to be creative, put your designs out there and create something cool. And then they do all of the hard businessy type work on the back ends. To be honest, really the only work that I do with my print on demand business is creating my listings and uploading them and then responding to different messages from my customers. So it's pretty simple and it's crazy because they do it all for you. So you don't have to go and invest in a giant machine that prints your designs or prints something out for you. They can do it all. And they don't just do things like t-shirts and sweatshirts, guys. They do stuff like dog bandanas, cell phone cases. They've done canvas prints or cards. They do notebooks. They do so many different things on these print-on-demand websites. Just go and search them. I'll put my Printify link down below as well as my Printful one. You guys can go and check it out and just look at some of the different items that they offer. It's crazy. You could literally make a ton of different stores using all of these. Oh, my mind is always blown when I look at them, and they're always coming out with new things that just amaze me. Quite honestly, one of my favorite things about it is that you just save so much time. When you own a business and if you are making the products, that takes up the majority of your time. So you have less time to spend on making new items, responding to customers, working on your branding, social media and marketing, but you're actually just spent making the items, and that can take hours and hours and hours a day. So I prefer to do the print on demand because they take all the hard work for you, literally, and do it all for you. I mean, it's insane. When I found out about it, I thought it was too good to be true. Had to go and check it out for myself. I've been doing it for over a year now, and I recommend it to so many different people. Next, let's talk a little bit about what should you sell with print on demand, because a lot of people, when they think of print on demand, immediately just think of t-shirts and the t-shirt companies. There are so many more items out there besides t-shirt that these print on demand companies can make for you. So I would suggest going with something that you're passionate about. If you love animals and you love dogs, you can make dog beds, you can make dog bandanas. They have a bunch of different options out there. If you're someone who likes hats, they have hats. If you're someone who likes accessories or jewelry, there are so many different options. And like I mentioned earlier, it's definitely worth your while to go to one of these print-on-demand shops and just search around. Look through their catalogs, see what they have, see what sparks interest and joy in you, and then start making those items, because you're going to love that so much more longer down the road than picking something that you think will just make money like that and will be easy. I would also suggest thinking about picking a niche or a particular audience that you want to sell to. So there are, like I mentioned, several different products on print on demand, but you don't want to be selling all of them. If you have a shop that is selling dog items, accessories, and t-shirts, it's all going to get jumbled together and it's going to look messy and sloppy. It's better to be known for one thing or a few related items. So if you're going to sell t-shirts, then maybe sweatshirts would be okay, or hats along with it. But you wouldn't want to be selling like hats and then notebooks and then stickers, for example. But notebooks and stickers might go well together. Or you can just pick one item to sell. That always works too. But think about who you want to be selling to. Are you going to be focused on teachers or band apparel or cute Southern sayings or funny graphic tees, animal shirts, kid clothes? What is it that you want to be selling, and start making a plan for that before you open your shop. And I lastly want to touch on how profit and money works with print on demand, because I think that was a big question of mine when I first started, was how does this all work? Like, how do you make the money? Well, first off, like I mentioned, you have to open your print on demand shop. So wherever you're gonna sell. And I'm just gonna use Etsy for example, because that's one of the ones that I personally love and use. So I have my Etsy shop linked to my Printify and Printful account. And with both of those print on demand companies, I can create different items. When I create an item, they are then synced to my Etsy shop where they show up as a listing. I do still have to go in and kind of edit and add some things into the listing once I'm inside of Etsy, but for the most part, they sync up pretty nicely. When I'm in these print on demand websites, I get to choose the price and I get to see the price of the product. So most of the print on demand companies will offer a variation of pricing depending on who the print provider is. So you can kind of look through the different items, pick one that's more in your budget or where you want your budget to be for your consumers or your customers. So for me, I had an idea of how much I wanted to be charging for my t-shirts in my Etsy shop. So I did some research on the products, found one that I really liked. I found a couple of different styles that I wanted to test out. I got some samples, saw what they were like, felt them in person, saw how they came, so that I could test out the actual quality of the item. And I'm going to be doing a whole review soon on Printify in itself, so look out for that video. If it is up by now, I'm going to link it up here for you guys. When you're in the print on demand though, you get to choose that price. So you have a base price of how much it actually costs to create the product. They charge you a little bit more than obviously it would be for you to make it yourself. But if you were to make it yourself, you'd have to invest in the equipment and you'd have to invest in multiple sizes and colors of items, whereas you have a much wider selection with the print on demand company. They have over 20 plus colors in certain designs and shirts. You can add and upload your own custom design. You don't have to have a vinyl cutter or machine that does it for you, and you're not having to hand do everything. So you get to pick the price that you actually set your item at. So for me, I always prefer to have my items at least at a 50% profit. That's usually 2 times what the actual item is, so that I am making a good profit off the item as well as it is still a fair price for what I am selling. So you might want to do some research on the item that you're looking to sell and compare to other shops and places to see what they're pricing theirs at. Obviously, you can go really low and have a very low profit, but probably make a lot more sales, or you can go a little bit higher, make less sales, but you're still making more profit, or find somewhere in the middle that you think works best for you. But definitely take into consideration how much time you're spending on actually creating the graphics and doing any behind the scenes work for making your items. Overall, print on demand has been such a big part of my life in the past year or so, and it has helped me build a successful Etsy shop. It has actually helped me reach my goal of working from home full time. I have not talked about this in any of my videos, but in 2 weeks, teaching in the school year will be over, and I will officially be working from home full time for myself. And it is all thanks to my Etsy shops, and most specifically my print on demand Etsy shop. It is my highest income generator at the moment, and it is absolutely crazy that it has been able to happen in such a short period of time. And I honestly think it's due to the ease of print on demand. I love it. There are so many pros to it and like hardly any cons at all. It is one of the best decisions I have ever made. If you guys want to learn more about print on demand and find more tutorials, different ideas of places to sell your items, different print providers, as well as ideas for popular niches that make a lot of money, and a lot more step-by-steps and helpful worksheets, then I would definitely consider checking out my print on demand course. I have had it for a while now. I've had several customers who have enjoyed it. I'm gonna link it up here again for you guys if I can. If not, I'll link it down below for you in the description box. And without further ado, guys, that's gonna bring us to the end of today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed this and found it helpful if you're looking to start a print on demand business. If you did, make sure to give this one a big thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with one of your friends who's maybe interested as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put another video for you guys right here that I think you will love to watch next, along with an entire playlist surrounding videos like this one to help you out more. I'm gonna also put my subscribe button down here so you guys can stick around for more videos. And lastly, I'm gonna put a link to my course if you guys wanna go and check it out. And without further ado, guys, that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.